I don't know. I don't want to speak for anyone else, but it was hot. But I'm not gonna make it bigger than what it is. I guess we have to play again. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. At the end of the day, it's football, and so.
There's a media narrative, both locally and nationally. I think I know what you'll say to this. That the Bucs are the one team that has your guys' numbers. Probably the one team that's had a little bit of success for a prolonged period of time. What do you make of that?
I think that's just kind of fair. What's the record? It was like,
so I know
1-4.
Yeah, 1-4. Nick is 1-4 against them.
Yeah, so I think they have the edge. But it's a new year. It's a new game. Obviously, you can't take old games into a new one or an old motivation. It's a new season, so. We have a job to do, and we're going to try to go out there and do it to our best ability.
And what have you seen from them on tape, that defense?
Really the same, man. They always good up front. They always like to mix a couple things on the back end and send a couple blitzes every which way. So we definitely have our hands full.
Now that you've had a chance to watch the tape, are there things you can take from that second half that you feel can move over into Tampa and forward in terms of keeping the passing game going?
Yeah. Obviously, just being on the same page. I think I say that every week, but that's really what it comes down to. And being where we need to be at the right time, and just executing at a high level. I'm sure everyone will tell you the same exact thing. So.
Do you feel like you guys have made progress in terms of getting on the same? That's going to be meetings, practicing extra, whatever.
I think so. I think it just kind of took too long to get there, or to adjust, I should say, with all of us, not just since coaches, but players as well. We like to always say take what they give us, but at times, we're takers. We can take whatever we want, and just having that mindset, and that's kind of what I was kind of leading to after the game. Kind of got spun out of context, but that's cool too.
And how do you balance that then, now that it is public that that's how you want this offense to be run? What do those conversations look like with the coaching staff going forward then?
See, that's where I kind of messed up at, because, those are my feelings, and I express that to the world. So, but obviously, if that doesn't go that way, obviously everyone's going to say, AJ's not happy. But obviously, the goal is to win the game, and obviously we want to do that first. But like I was just saying, I think it just kind of took too long for us as an offense to adjust and be more aggressive. When one thing's not working, I was just saying let's not continue to keep trying to hit our head on the wall and see if it's gonna work. And let's mix it up and do what we need to do. So that's what I meant by that. And so yeah.
You've been teammates with obviously Smitty for a long time, Jalen, Saquon now for a full year. The fact that you have the relationship with these guys, how much easier does that make it when you're trying to fix a problem on the offense? You guys are close and can talk about it.
Extremely easy, because we know what we want. We know what we want to do. It's just about how we going about it and how we getting it done, and being allowed to do that. And staying patient and being ready when to push that button. So.
Did you feel the love from your teammates for seeing you have that kind of second half?
Yeah, I got the AO chants in the locker room. That was crazy. So
after chest, Jordan gave you a nice little shot.
Yeah, hit me in the sternum. Yeah, I told him, hey, relax. So.
How much have you heard about not winning?
A lot. Yeah. I don't care. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It's in the past. You can't live in the past. Even if we talk about the Super Bowl, that's over with, So, those are just words at the end of the day. We got a job to go out there and do. So I don't care about the conditions or anything like that. We got to go out and play fast and play our style of football. And what's done in the past is done. It's what we do now.
AJ, you said that it took a little bit to get on that same page. Now that you guys are after 3 games, is it relief? Is it happiness? Business as usual?
I think it's just something that we can try to build off of. I wouldn't say that we just got to figure it out. That was a half that we took advantage of, and we made it happen when we needed to. Like I said, after the game, we're going to try to build off that momentum, whatever that looks like, and keep it going.
What have Nick Sirianni and Kevin Patullo been like behind the scenes as you guys have worked through the first few games to get the offense on track?
Doing their job as always, honestly, man. Always trying to find us and put us in great positions to win, challenging us And so.
Do you think that, Saquon hasn't busted a long run yet this year? Do you feel like showing what you guys did in the passing game will potentially also open things up for him?
Like in a way, obviously, yes, I would hope so. I think kind of go back to last week, I answered. I think we're probably going to continue to get what we're getting until we show that we can handle that, and that's what's probably slowing up Saquon, because they're trying to take him away, and obviously rightfully so, because he can change the game. He can change the game. So we have to help him out as well with the passing game, getting that going to help the run game. Last year it was kind of like the opposite. So it's like, so now we have to do the opposite, and so it's just kind of taking longer to happen. So.
Nick has talked about big plays since he got here as a head coach. Have you found, him being your head coach for a few years, that he wants to have like aggressive down the field plays? Like, has that been something he's emphasized to you guys through the year?
I wouldn't say that. I would say, at times he want to be aggressive, and at times he want to, do what the defense allowing us to do, and I think that's smart. You can't be overly aggressive, and you can't be conservative at times, I should say. But he does a good job of keeping everything balanced and know when to strike and when to push that button. So.
Well, we saw at practice, not participating today, just your health overall as we get ready for a big game in Tampa.
Yeah, preparation is the biggest thing, going into a game like this. It's going to be very hot out there. I think the biggest thing is, we all just staying on the same page, good communication, and, we all flying around to the ball, offense doing their thing, and, collectively coming out there and, just going on the business trip, you'll get a dub.
And playing in a big-time college program, but what have you learned about staying ready in the maintenance of your body being a pro here in the NFL?
It's just all about the preparation, right? When you think about the game, you're going to have a bunch of nicks on your body. You're going to have a bunch of, different bruises and stuff like that. But it's all about, just being hard-nosed internally. At the end of the day, just being confident in your preparation and, having a plan, right? I think that's the biggest thing. And that's probably one of the hardest things as a rookie coming into the league. Just finding your plan, finding the routine, that works for you specifically. And right now for me, I'm still going through the groove of that. Still, just seeing what's good for me, what's not good for me, what's new, what different things that I need to add to my regimen or, certain things like that.
And the news today of Nolan Smith going on IR, how does this change this defense?
Oh, I didn't even know that. I'm not going to lie. For me, I just keep the main thing, be where my feet are. I actually did not know that at all. So.
Are you still not doing any edge stuff, or do they still give you some reps there or talk about that?
Just keeping it day by day for real. It's Vic's system, Vic's scheme. So, whatever he asks for me to do, I'm willing to do, and I'm prepared to do it.
So is there an opportunity if, with Nolan out, that maybe that's something that they...
Like I said, man, it's Vic's scheme. I don't run the show, you know what I'm saying? So it's all...
Yeah, you're not practicing in there.
Say it again?
You're not practicing there?
My main task right now is linebacker, like any drills and stuff like that. So
when you did it in bits and pieces in training camp, were you comfortable? Was it like riding a bike?
Yeah, I played edge before, so it's not like something new to me. You know what I'm saying? But you could be rusty here and there, and it's always good to just get back in the routine of it. So you can be prepared for when the game comes. So.
What have you seen from the Bucs offense on tape?
They're gritty, they're nasty, they're tough. They have a great offensive scheme, led by a great quarterback. He's a guy that's mentally tough, so, we got to break that reel and, go out there and compete.
I called him like one of the best players he's just ever seen, period. Will you agree with that?
Yeah, he's the best lineman I've ever played with.
Obviously, right now, the running game is not rolling like it was last year. What are the issues you see with getting Saquon going or getting the space?
I think it could be due to a few things, but we just need to get to doing what we do best and finding, our bread and butter plays and getting to it and, and not always chasing things and make sure we're calling stuff that, we're really good at. And, I think we can make a lot of plays work, but there's certain things that we do well.
It's a long season, but does that frustrate you that it's been 3 weeks and maybe not where you want it to be yet?
I'm not frustrated. We're 3-0.
Going against Todd Bowles, obviously, the past few years has been a little bit of a struggle or difficult. What about that identity of that team and that coaching that team has been kind of difficult in the past few years?
Yeah, I mean, he's very smart. The way he can scheme up certain offenses and get his pressures called from a variety of different looks. It's very impressive, and, you know, we got to be ready for a lot of things when you play him. He can bring it from all over the field and from different personnel groups.
They seem to be blitzing a lot this year against Jalen, against the line. What are you guys doing this year as far as combating that blitz? And do you think it's good practice, so to speak, going down to Tampa Bay, which you've seen the first 3 games?
Yeah, I mean, Chiefs, we got blitz more than we've ever got blitz. And, you know, going down the Todd Bowles, you're going to get blitz. It's just what they do. They're always at one of the highest percentages in the league every year. And, you know, it's good getting that looks early in the year, you know, getting used to it, getting ready for it.
How has Jalen improved since Jason Kelsey left to talk about taking over kind of a collaboration with you on the line, calling protections and stuff like that? How has he improved against the blitz?
Yeah, he's done a great job just, you know, being in communication with us and making sure that we are all on the same page. And, you know, if you don't have everybody accounted for and picking up a blitz, you need to make sure you have a hot answer and hot routes. And that's more important than picking everybody up, is having the answers for when you don't.
And Jordan postgame was telling us about some of the frustrations, missing some pass protection, and how that can really inhibit the creativity of the offense. Are you seeing that as well when you watch the tape?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to be perfect. That's just what it is. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm, you know, very proud of this team of fighting through and finding a way to win when, you know, certain plays don't go right and certain series don't go right. I mean, it didn't go right for a while during that game, and, you know, we just kept fighting, kept getting better, and, you know, that's the exciting part. There's stuff for us to improve on every week.
I would say I'd rather show you than tell you, but man, lateral quickness, man. Just want to be a playmaker out there, you know. I feel like this is a production business, especially at the corner position, man. I have to be able to find a way to get my hand on the ball, you know, and just be able to be sticky in coverage.
You have a chance to start this week. Just what would it mean for you to be out there and start and get a full game as a starter?
Oh man, I'm a huge believer in what you put in the game is what you're gonna get is what you're gonna get out of it, you know. And I've been putting in time, you know. I just feel like the results are gonna lay where they shall fall, and I've been putting in time for any moment that comes to me. So yeah.
How much has kind of been like preaching to you this whole time since the summer ended? Like stay with it, you know. You're gonna get your chance, you know. Just keep going and everything. Like, is that happening a lot?
Yeah, a few times, but that's just more in being just an athlete, a competitor, you know. So I feel like the best thing that you can do for yourself and opportunities do come is just stay prepared no matter what that is, you know. So, man, not even more somebody else telling you that, you know, just believing that within yourself, you know, whenever another opportunity does come, the best thing that you can do, continue to stay ready for it. So.
How do you keep your confidence at a high level when things maybe aren't going your way?
Oh man, staying true to who you are. Continue to have faith in God. And everybody's in this position for a reason, you know. Whether it's a challenge that you're being taken through or an obstacle overall, you know. But I know I'm capable of, and I know how much time I put into the game, you know, and it's well deserving. So.
How much do when you study the Bucs receivers? Obviously, you've seen them before. Even if Evans isn't in there, what kind of challenges do they present?
Oh, they're a good football team. I'm not a huge type of person to speak on my opponent, you know, but they got great players over there, as you guys can see on film and things like that, man. We just want to come out there and just be the best versions of ourselves and everything. If we're able to do that, I feel like we'll be pretty successful.
And Kelee, what changes about this week knowing that now there is a spot open to start on Sunday?
Nothing really changes in my preparation, honestly, man. Just going out there, man, just a little rip change. Other than that, man, just rather any other week than just with this one, man. You the best thing that you can do is continue to stay available. Your availability is your valuability. You know, I just want to continue to have that for myself. So yeah.
Kelee, you had the best view of anybody on Jordan running that back. What was that?
It was a good moment just to see him open up, you know, and just seeing his smile as he crossed the line, and just, you know, how far we go back, you know. So just being able to see him have that moment for him, it was a great feeling for me too.
How much do you lean on those guys as you go through, you know, waiting to prove your chance?
Yeah, a lot, man. I feel like, as before, it goes all the way back to the dorms back in 2021, 2020, you know. So man, just taking our minds off football, but also knowing that it's our job, you know. I just want to all of us just want to succeed and see the best out of each other, you know. So, man, just when somebody has a moment like that and also are just continuing to grow, we can see that within each other. It's a good feeling for each of us.
It seems like the team is so excited about Jordan's success so far. Why do you think that is about him in particular?
He's a good person, man. Just a cool dude, real laid back dude. Just he's always somebody that just wants to help others get better, you know. So when somebody else does have that moment, you know, all you can do is just be happy for them for sure, and just help them live that moment for sure.
Za'Darius, the news of Nolan Smith, Rube, going on injured reserve. What does that mean for this defense going forward?
We just talked about that. It's just the next man up. Obviously, that's an injury that we don't want to happen or didn't want to happen. But, you know, it's football. It's a part of the game, man. But it's going to be now times for guys like Obo, you know what I'm saying, Z's to basically step up and fill that role, man, and wait till our brother get back.
And then bringing you in, how much do you feel the responsibility of filling the production in the role?
It's not much for me, man. I'm going to get it in either way. It's just now me learning the defense of the base defense. Obviously, they had me just working on certain packages now, but it's time for me now to go back to the house and learn the whole playbook, you know, because he was giving me time, you know, week after week, just learn more and more. So now it's just going to be me now learning the base defense.
So there is a bit of I don't want to say pressure, but it's like, all right, we really need you this week. Like,
nah, it ain't no pressure. I'm year 11. You can't put no pressure on me. I was born to do this. Yeah, for sure.
How much familiarity do you have with Baker Mayfield?
Baker, no, I haven't played him before. So this will be my first time playing. But watching film, man, he could be elusive, man, if he get out of the pocket. So just for us this week, man, just to harp on just, you know, our rush lanes and rushing is one. Yep.
How do you like the depth at the edge spot with, you know, without Nolan, like you mentioned?
Yeah, man, we got the guys for it, man. You know how this league is, man. It's next man up, man. So guys are waiting on their opportunity, man. And we for sure, I know Obo personally, so it's going to work out perfectly fine. Yeah.
In a couple of – go ahead.
Are you excited maybe for more of the role? You had, I think, 20 snaps in your
Yeah, 24 this past last one. You know? Yeah, I would say so, man. But like I said, man, it's going to be guys up now to where we all can play together, man, rotate. You know, we're going to keep the rotation going. Obviously, I just got here 2 weeks ago, so I'm still learning the defense. But it's me now going to the house and just learning the base stuff now, you know, learning the regular packages that I wasn't in that now I'm going to have to be a part of this week coming up. So I'm ready for it, man. No pressure for sure.
A lot of homework for sure, and you mentioned you've only been here a couple of weeks, but working with Vic and the impressions of this defense, just what do you think a couple weeks in?
I like it, man. It won them a Super Bowl. So I'm all about it, man. I'm a team player, man. I ain't got no complaints. You know, like I said, I just got to go in and now learn the base stuff. That's, you know, consistent me dropping, you know what I'm saying, in coverage and playing in a 4-eye and doing things that I'm not used to doing, but I'm all for it, man. I'm a team player, and I'm going to get it done.